Hello and welcome to another episode of Kev Versus. I am the aforementioned Kev, and with me today I have one true nerd, aka Matt. Say hello, Matt.
Hello.
Are you alright?
I'm very alright, thank you very much.
That's excellent news. Similar sort of process to how we did this previously. We're going to have a little bit of a draft game. You're almost certainly going to beat me at it because it's only my second ever draft game and I still don't really know what I'm doing.
Well, it's highly unlikely because this is my third, so I'm only one ahead of you.
Yeah, but that I hear third time lucky is a phrase that people use. So
I was lucky in the second one, so I think that may have gone out the window already.
Excellent. Well, I can live with that. So let's get straight into I'm going to hit the continue button and we're going to get into a draft. And we're going to randomly pick some players. We've not got any fancy rules or anything on because I can barely do a normal draft. So we've got lots of money, lots of players, and and we'll see what comes of it.
I don't handle this sort of pressure well.
Yeah, well, I'm already looking. I mean, it's the temptation that it gives you on this first screen where it puts Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, Suarez as the top four on there, and it's very difficult not to just...
First draft again. I get first draft every single time. This is ridiculous.
That's good. The pressure's all on you. So you've now got the temptation of all the sweets in the sweetie shop in front of you, while I
all of the temptation of spunking.
Yeah,
a fifth of your budget on one single player.
Yeah, which is exactly what I am prone to do. So I'm gonna try and play it safe this time. Tactics coming into my draft. That's what's happening here.
Oh, that's dangerous as well.
Oh yeah, they're bad tactics. Let's not be under any assumptions that I know what I'm doing. I still don't.
Right,
but...
I'm going big for the first one.
Oh, here we go. Who's that? Paul Pogba? Interesting. Well,
I've never used him, so why not?
Right. Why isn't it late? There you go. Pick play. I'm going even bigger. Brace yourself for this.
Oh dear, Messi.
No, even bigger than that. I've gone for George Boyd.
Oh my word. I would never expected that. Stevenage legend.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, he's the finest footballer I've ever seen play. As a Peterborough fan, it's just compulsory that I have him in my...
I once saw... I can't talk now. I once saw Peterborough play at London Road. When it was London Road, it's still London Road, isn't it? I haven't renamed it.
Well, it's got a sponsor. It's the
I was going to say, I thought they'd
ABAX Stadium.
Oh, right, that well-known place.
Yeah, it's still London Road.
It's your second pick, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Thierry Ambrose, and he's not in there, so I'm going for his Celtic defender namesake, Effie Ambrose.
So are you just applying the same tactics as you did with the Benji drafts?
Well, yeah, they're my two picks. They're my two mainstays, and I'll build the rest of the team around them. I've gone for an important core of the squad.
That's I'm maybe I should be more methodical. I'm thinking if I use maths and apply that to the budget I have. Actually, no, sod it. I'm going to go big, and then work out how much I've got left and go backwards. That's the way I'm going to do it.
Yeah, worry about not being able to afford anyone when you've spent all your money.
Exactly.
I don't want to see the name Dybala. He's my nemesis in my save. He's scored something like 16 goals in 10 games against me over the years.
That's terrifying.
It's very upsetting.
It's very. This is the thing. See, the thing for me is with the draft when there is no daft rules on. Having free roam on any player is difficult for me. I'm not used to looking at quality players and think, I can get those. I can afford that.
I'm not used to... My problem is I don't know half the players. I'm looking at this. I'm trying to look at a goalkeeper at the moment. I've put, right, I'm not going to go silly. £15 million limit on a goalkeeper. I don't know any of these names.
Oh, I'm exactly the same.
That's right. Oh, I do know one though. So I've got my goalkeeper lined up. A Football Manager legend he is too.
I've got to be really... Oh... Yeah, we're going... I don't know if that's a wise choice.
Right, here we go. Football Manager legend coming at you. We've got Igor Akin.
Of course.
I still don't know how to say his name after all these years.
Mr. Russian man, right.
Yeah, exactly.
I need a calculator. So I need to work out how much I've got left.
If you're genuinely going to get a calculator out now, I might just give up at this point because as far as I'm concerned, that's cheating.
I'm using my phone. It's just because I need to practice my mental maths, but but I can't be bothered to practice it. So
okay, right, there we go. And I'll go for Etu as well, just to give someone for George Boyd to play his through balls for. While you're sorting out your next pick, as is compulsory on these videos, I'm going to start throwing a few questions at you as well before we get too far into all this. So, firstly, for anyone who's not familiar with your work, would you like to give us a little introduction to who Matt, aka One True Nerd, is, where we can find you, what you're up to at the moment, YouTube wise?
Wow, this is weird. I'm not used to having to plug myself.
Well, that's how these things work, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I'll be very modest and say that I'm currently on my own channel. I'm currently working on a Blackburn Rovers save titled Return of the Rovers. For anyone who's not seen it yet, I'm not going to spoil what happens thus far because I'm good like that. But other people seem to be enjoying it. So
I'm enjoying it very much. It's part of my Sunday morning routine now.
Oh my word! I'm a part of someone's Sunday morning routine.
Yeah,
that's terrifying.
I'm cooking my bacon and.
Oh well, I've just missed a pig. This is part of your tactic.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Absolutely. This is what the interview is all about.
Damn it!
It's part of the mind games.
Brilliant. Right, I've already missed a pig.
Yeah, so you got that vision of me stood there in my kitchen on a Sunday morning, iPad on, watching you. You might be singing, you might be playing a kazoo, you might be doing an impression of Jose Mourinho. Who knows?
They're all things I have done in the past. That's worrying. No, that's been serialised.
Yeah, that's proof that I'm watching.
Oh, that's well, at least you've watched the intros anyway. So
yeah, what more do you need? The intros are always the best bit.
That's worrying that the intro is the best bit.
That's not necessarily specific to you. In general, I love a good intro. Right, I'm going fullbacks. I'm spending too much money on fullbacks.
I've gone back to methodical now. Yeah. Now I know how much I can spend, roughly.
Well, I've just got Bellerin and Luke Shaw as my fullbacks. Going young and hungry. My 20-year-old fullbacks.
Oh, this is amazing. I didn't realise he was affordable, and he is. This is tremendous.
See, I don't know who he is. Is he at Newcastle? Is that who he is?
He is indeed, yeah.
So I do know who he is. There you go. I'm not as bad as I make out. It's all fake. I know football, honest.
Oh, now we're getting behind the fourth wall.
So one thing I have noticed about your channel, which makes it a little bit different to what everyone else is up to, is that you are just releasing the episodes once a week, and obviously putting a lot of effort and time into making them real top quality episodes, which I think
trying.
Well, no, it's really good stuff. You're 14, 15 episodes in now. If I compare that to my first 14 or 15 episodes, it's worlds apart. So it's what was the thinking behind doing that from the off?
Time, perhaps.
That's as good a reason as any.
I mean, I don't want to give away trade secrets here, but I say they're trade secrets like they're surprising things. But time was one. It means that I don't get completely, if you're having a bad week, on in FM terms, it doesn't ruin your life entirely because it means you can turn it off and you're not having to, it's not a ridiculous commitment. You can keep up with that. But also it's like if you watch Game of Thrones or anything that, a weekly like episodic TV show, you're willing to wait for it to come if it's that good.
Yeah.
That was my thought behind it, that if I can make this as good as I can possibly make it, or at least start off somewhere and then improve it incrementally, and people come back to it. At least people know when it comes out, and that's pretty much the thought behind it. Yes, it might sound quite arrogant.
No,
I try to claim that it's good enough to come back to every week.
Hey, I'm coming back to it every week. There's not many channels that I sort of religiously go back each week. I mean, yours is more religious than any other. It's Sunday morning every week. It's my routine, but it's it's confidence, and I like the fact that you've just gone out and said, look, I'm going to make these episodes as good as I possibly can. They're going to come out once a week, and there can't be many people who've arrived on YouTube and have the subscriber count you've got after barely being into double figures on their episodes. So it's clearly working for you, and the videos are top notch. How long does each one take you to put together?
Probably the full week. I try to have. What I tend to do is record a few in a batch, I suppose, and then go from there really, and then I'll spend time editing them over and do I'll maybe record 3, and then edit one a week, so I'm not getting behind or forget what I've done in the past.
Okay.
And then sort of keep an eye on the narrative, because I think that's what people like, a good narrative, don't they?
Oh, we love a good narrative. So does that mean you're miles ahead in reality?
Not miles ahead in reality, no. Not particularly, not at the moment. So it can be. It's more so. At least I'm probably a week ahead, sort of bit ahead of everyone else watching. But that's about it. There's nothing much.
Yeah. Interesting, because that means I can't pull any spoilers out of you, which is a bit of a shame, but
you could do, because I haven't edited it all together yet, so that could go drastically wrong for you. I haven't looked at what players I've already bought. This is, oh dear, I'm just clicking on players. I think I'm just going to end up with a load of strikers again. This always happens.
I think I'm closing in on having a squad now, which.
How many? I've only got 9 players. I've missed two picks. Thank you for that.
Yeah, mind games. It's all about the mind games. In fact, I'm here waiting to make a big money one with one of my final picks. I'm thinking, I think I've only got 1 centre back, so we probably need to resolve that slight issue. Because I don't want to give you any massive spoilers into the tactics I'm planning, but I probably will use more than 1 centre back.
Well, you've gone for a old school Football Manager pick. So have I. With my last one.
Oh, who have you gone for? Has he changed the way he spells his name since I used to buy him in Football Manager?
No, what, surname or first name?
First name. No, I don't remember there being a J in it.
I don't think it was ever Dario.
In my mind, he was.
Well, you're probably of a similar age to me that you can remember Dario G.
Yeah.
That awful song.
That awful song, my eye. It was a wonderful piece of music.
Questionable.
I was almost spoilt my next pick, giving the opportunity to steal him, because I've spotted someone else I used to sign all the time back in the olden days of Football Manager. So how long have you been playing Football Manager for then? If you're picking these old school players?
My word, since I was about 7 years old. Wow, which is a long time.
That's even younger than I was. That's mainly because when I was 7, I don't think the game existed. I was back then. I think I was playing Kenny Dalglish Soccer Manager on my Spectrum.
Oh, I used to have a Spectrum though.
But did you have Kenny Dalglish Soccer Manager?
I didn't. I had Chase HQ. That was my favourite game.
Okay.
So
I've never met anyone else who even remembers that game exists, and I adored it when I was a kid. But...
I did as well. I was awful at it. Absolutely atrocious. but I loved it.
Excellent. I've got £40 million left here. I think I've picked all of my proper players that I want, and I'm now thinking, who am I going to waste money on now? Ooh. Oh, am I running? Am I on the clock? I thought I was taking my time. See, you've got
yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm blaming you for this one.
You can blame away.
It's getting so desperate that I was hovering over Wayne Rooney for a second there, and I thought, no,
that is big money.
Not going to happen. Right, I will have him though. There you go. We'll have Cesc Fabregas.
Oh, tits. Whereas I've had my big money picks now, so I'm having to be slightly more thrifty.
I haven't been able to do any proper big. I mean, Fabregas is probably my biggest big money man.
How is Leon Osman worth 9.5 million?
Because he's a hero.
What planet are they from?
He's another one I used to sign loads many years ago. In fact, I used to play as Everton just so that I could get him, and I guess there was some other young players at Everton at the time who made Everton a good team to start with. Whenever that was, I can't even remember how long ago that would be. We must be going back 10 years probably.
It's been a while.
Who am I going to spend my last £9 million on?
You've only got 9 million left.
Yeah, I've just sprayed a load of it up the wall on Cesc Fabregas.
Oh my God!
How much have you got left then?
I've got loads. I've got like 70 million.
And you've bought all these fancy players. Who have you at? I'm the worst draft player in the world. After that draft I did last week, I got absolutely bombarded with comments about how I'm the worst draft player in the world, and I think I'm proving it again today. I don't know what I'm doing.
See, I've gone completely methodical. I've thought I'll go for a few big picks and then I'll calm down. I'll rein it in.
Whereas I've just gone for... I've had a £20 million budget on there the whole time, so I've just overspent on everyone by a little bit. Oh, this is not a good idea.
It's baffling what players are worth... That can't be... Mark Wilson of Stoke fame, I say fame, no one knows who he is. He used to play for Portsmouth. 8.75 million. Absolutely ludicrous amounts of money for awful players. Thing is, though, looking at this amount, like looking at the players here that are available, this is like ridiculous money. Ridiculous money. I've never spent this on a player ever.
I'm just filling out my squad with cheap players now. I was going to go for one last big pick.
Is that because that's the only option you have?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to buy players who've either played for Posh in real life or who I've kind of heard of a little bit, or I might have used them in Football Manager at some point. I wonder if any of my current saves players exist. They probably don't. Search for Sterling. That just gives me Raheem Sterling. That's not the Sterling I was looking for.
If only I should have thought about that. Raheem Sterling. Thing is, though, I want to pick a Blackburn player, but they're all atrocious. So,
who can I have?
There's just no point.
I want a Posh legend. I've already got George Boyd and Lee Tomlin. I'm seeing if there's anyone else who I can. Craig McCall-Smith's not in there. That's hideous. I've got 30 seconds. What am I going to do? Lionel Messi. He's probably not in my price range, is he? Let's see. I've got £4 million. Can I get Messi for that? I'll put a £4 million limit on, and we'll see if his name stays on the screen. Oh, it's gone. Oh, Bobby Zamora. I remember him. There you go. I've only got £3.5 million left. I can't.
How much is Bobby Zamora?
£4 million.
Football. It's like doing it's like doing your Premier League fantasy football, trying to squeeze the little extra pounds out.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Jan-Erik Delanley. I'll have him because he was at Ipswich. He was at Ipswich when I first arrived at Ipswich in my save, and I promptly sold him fairly quickly. But I recognise the name, so he can come and join my squad. That's me complete. I don't have any money left.
I've got 15 players, although I keep on checking, and it's not telling me that I've got 15 players. So these don't seem to go so well for me, to be honest, these drafts, because every single time, like, something goes wrong. So I either, forget what the budget is, and then, spend ridiculous amounts of money on players I can't afford, or I can't see my team name, or something daft like that. This time, I'm actually trying to have some form of plan. Although, again, I'm not sure. Ricky Lambert. How much have I got left? How long have I got left?
You've got 45 seconds.
45 seconds. I've got to work out how much I've got left. 32 million. Right.
Oh, for goodness. Yeah, buy Ricky Lambert. That's 32 million well spent, I think.
How much can I get for Totti? Morata. I can afford Morata. Oh.
I can't
get in the van. He's in.
Can you get free transfers on this? Let's see if there's anyone on there for a free transfer, because I have no money left. No, there are no free transfers.
I've got 2 million left.
So I assume if I press complete draft, it will just give up my draft and let you do more picks. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. There we go. So I've opted to pass with the 39th pick because I have an incredible squad as well.
I've got 1.6 million. What can I get for 1.6? Heskey.
He's got to be more than that, surely.
1.6 million on the nose.
What a bargain!
That's a questionable statement if I've ever heard one.
All those England caps, 1.6 million.
Oh, why not?
Think of the experience.
For a striker, finishing of 10.
That's fine.
Are you kidding me? What's the point?
He had a finishing of 10 when he was playing for England, so that's not a big issue.
Right, I'm completing my draft.
Right.
There we go. I got squad size. I can't believe it. I got a squad size of 18. I'm just waiting for hang on, did I get a goalkeeper? Have I done the same thing I did last time?
Oh, I hope you haven't. That would be... Play Heskey in goal.
Oh my God. Please don't let lightning strike twice.
That would be a wonderful thing if you haven't got a goalkeeper.
It would not be a wonderful thing. It just make me come across as a bigger imbecile than I normally do.
Look, as long as someone else is getting the flack in the comments this time, that works for me. Right, let's go and put our teams together, and we will be back in a moment with some wonderful tactics. A goalkeeperless tactic coming, it seems.
Oh, it's not yet. Well, that's the thing. You can't do that anymore. You used to be able to go like properly goalkeeperless. What's this strikerless bollocks? Fuck that. Goalkeeperless. That's what you want.
Play Heskey in goal. That's effectively goalkeeperless then.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if he's in goal, his finishing of 10 might actually be an advantage because he's less likely to get own goals and whatnot for you. So, there
is that. I have a goalkeeper.
Oh, well,
I have a goalkeeper. This is amazing. I've actually picked. I actually have a squad. I have two left backs, 2 right backs, multiple. Oh,
you've got 2 of each.
I know.
What kind of monstrous formation are you playing? I have a first team and very few players in reserve.
Well, I played with the whole of Everton in my first draft against Dave Azzopardi, so why not? I'm just dropping names now. This is not fair. Well, I play the only goalkeeper I have. I went. Oh dear.
I tell you what, my team doesn't look too bad. I'm quite happy with this. My subs bench looks like a who's who of people who you don't know who the who is. Yeah, a normal person won't.
Who the who is?
Yeah, no one will know anyone who's on my bench. I'm actually quite impressed with how many nobodies I've managed to fit in one dugout. But
I wish I'd gone for pick players that mean something to me, but a lot of them have since retired, and I don't think there's a way you can convince people of coming out of retirement to age or cause in a draft mode.
There must be. I don't think you're trying hard enough there.
That could be something to do with it.
Right. I have picked my team.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
This is right. It's a new tactic that you were saying about spoilers. There may this tactic is riddled with them because this is sort of something I've been playing about with.
You're not actually using a tried and tested tactic, are you?
I say tried and tested. It's something I'm working on at the moment, so it's not that tried and tested. No,
that's all right then. As long as anything that's properly tested is bordering on cheating. He says using his own tactic from his normal save.
Is this the 4-1-3-2?
It's the 4-3-1-2.
See, I have been watching.
Yeah, well, if you'd have been watching carefully, you'd not have moved away from it in the last 2 episodes. But,
well, I haven't been able to catch up because people can afford time to be able to, do these ridiculous number of episodes a week. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't really know where that time comes from either. I've not missed a day since I started in October.
That is absolutely insane.
And certainly on some of the early episodes, it showed. I certainly went for the opposite tactic from what you've gone when I first started. It was just, right, let's get loads of episodes out. At some point, I'll get good at this. And, I
think that's what I wanted to avoid, sort of burnout, and also if sort of the quality of it starts declining, people will notice.
Yeah.
That. So I think...
Luckily, I started from such a low point, it wasn't ever going to be able to decline, so...
That's overly harsh on yourself.
So speaks a man who clearly hasn't watched my first episode, because if you had, you wouldn't have made it to any of the future ones. Part of me is tempted to take them off the channel completely, but then I think, and I said this to Ben last week, and he said, just leave it on there, it shows you've got better. There you go.
Absolutely.
I'll do that.
Yeah, it shows character.
It shows I'm trying hard. Always looking for constant improvement. I've got my whole season where I had the green screen but didn't know how to use it yet. So it's just...
I did notice those when you just got the green screen.
Yeah. Again, it was the plan was, well, I can now use the camera because I can hide the fact I'm in my garage. Don't yet know how to make the screen go away though. So I'll just sit in front of a green blanket and do
one of those that maybe one day in the future I'll go back and re-render all of those. I'm not even going to kid myself that that's a possibility. You never know. At some point in the future, YouTube might introduce the feature of being able to add the chroma key in, so you can do it on the fly.
Oh, that would be a wonderful thing for them to do.
I've just given them features now, just for free.
Well, let's not get carried away with it being free. Give them the idea and see what they come back with. Offers and counter offers. We need a business mind on there.
Yeah, well, I'm more about all the communism sort of style. I'm not really. I don't want to give people things away for free. Capitalism all the way. We're getting very political.
Political's fine. My view on these episodes is nothing's off limits. If you want to sit on here and talk about politics,
I'd rather not.
I'll put it on the internet and let people know your views. I won't get involved myself.
Fun fact. Football Manager actually ruined my politics A-level, so thank you for
that. It ruined everything I ever did at school, and I think I was in the second year of sixth form, and I got my first PC, so I could actually start playing on my own PC rather than on the family one downstairs. And it was the same year I also discovered that girls were a thing that existed, and the two of those combined just wrecked my A-levels completely.
Yeah, boobs and football.
Yeah, exactly. What a cliche.
Boobs and football.
Yeah.
I think that's never going to be a cliche.
That's the teenage boy cliche. Oh, what you're interested in? Oh, well, quite like football, quite like boobs. Oh, well, you're unusual for a 17-year-old lad. What remarkable.
Oh, no, actually, I'm more into vaginas. Yeah, it's the difference in the trend.
There we go. Right. It looks like we're in. You're the favourites for this game.
I think it's just home advantage, even though we're a neutral ground.
Yeah, we're at Wembley, but you're the favourites. My key man is the goalkeeper whose name I can't pronounce. Is it Akinfeev? Is that how you say it?
I thought it was Akinfeev.
That'll do.
But I don't know how you pronounce E's in Russian, so we could both be massively off the mark. Wow, you've actually got a decent back four.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Look at my bench though. You don't. If anyone gets injured, I'm ruined. So
yeah, you've definitely gone for the Premier League fantasy football style of get your best 11 out and then fill the bench with junk.
Hey, George Boyd's on that bench. Yeah, exactly. He'll be coming on in the second half, regardless of what's happening. I'm terrified looking at your team actually, because that looks like a proper formation. There's been some thought go into, whereas mine is just well, I turned up at Ipswich and these were the play. This was the formation that seemed obvious, and I've stuck with it.
Murata has been tearing me apart. Spoiler there, by the way. He's been tearing me apart in my save, so I had to play with him. That sounds awfully wrong. I don't.
I'm looking at my team now thinking, I've spent all this money. How have I ended up with Eto'o and Berino up front? I probably could have done better than that with £250 million to spend. Especially when I look at who you've got as your front four. Let's hope I can defend. But the thing is, my tactic's not set up to defend, so, I've got good defenders, but they've not on any kind of instructions to do any defending. So this isn't going to end well at all. Right, let's get into a game. Let's. I'll apply some opposition instructions to you. See if any of. Oh, Joe Harrop, my assistant manager, hasn't got. He's not confident. No, he doesn't want to do it. So.
Okay. I don't understand this. I don't understand why they put this bit into the draft. I really don't. It's just completely like.
I'm a bit upset that I didn't get to pick Joe Harrop myself. I'd like to appoint my own assistant manager.
I'd say that if you've got, some budget left, why can't you do that?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Right, I'm switching to 2D because my big mistake on online games in the past has always been, I'm playing online, it's different, I'll play 3D, and then I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Right. Oh, I'm not playing my away kit. I spent 10 minutes before this started designing myself a pink and yellow cubed away kit that I thought... Mike,
I think it doesn't seem to save your. That's another annoying thing. It doesn't seem to save the things you've used previously. So,
yeah, right. Here we go. We're off. I'm gonna destroy you here. That's what this is all about. It's just tearing you apart.
You already are. Bellerin. Oh dear.
Yeah. See, this tactic. All I know about it is right backs go quite well in it. Who's the best right back in the game? Oh, there he is. I'll pick him. I'll spend all my money on him.
Well, I've not had a highlight yet, so this is going well for you.
Here we go. Eto'o's going to be in. He's thinking, how am I in this team? I'm old enough to be everyone's dad.
Butland saves well, though.
So, while the football's going on in the background, because, I'm attacking. I'm trying not to distract myself from my own attack. What's your plans with YouTube going forward? Where's One True Nerd going to be in a year's time? What are you going to be up to?
I don't know. I've not really sort of set myself any grandiose targets. Oh, offside, you bastard. I don't know. Is the honest answer.
How long's Blackburn going to go on for? Is that are you in for the long haul on that?
I think I will be. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's that. Well, unless I get sacked, which at the moment, what
happens if you get sacked? Do you start a new save or go to a new club?
That's a difficult one. I think it depends on when, if that ever happens. Maybe I sort of stay as I am and then try to go for an international job or something different rather than going for club. Not really.
I've never really got the hang of international football in Football Manager.
I've only ever done it once, and that was in FM06, I think, when I'd got who would have been manager there? Would it have been Steve McLaren at that time?
Probably, I would think.
And he'd got sacked after Euro 2000 or World Cup 2006. I applied for it and got it somehow because I think I won the FA Cup in the first year with Blackburn. I think that's what happened or something like. But that's the only time I've ever done. Oh no, I did manage Brazil at one point for a brief spell.
How did that work out for you?
I think I got bored and just resigned.
See, the thing is with the international stuff is we're in.
There's a lot of breaks to deal with, isn't there?
There's a lot of that, and there's also a lot of you can't really do it for 10 seasons.
Get rid.
Because sooner or later you get to the point where you don't know who the players are anymore, and I've never really mastered a way to go find new players. Because I don't know, I rely so much on my scouts. 20 years of Football Manager, I still don't really understand what all the numbers are about, and I just go with whatever my scouts and my assistant manager says. Because
the thing it is once I don't think I've done it, or I don't think I've done international management like when all of the regens start coming in, and you get the national pool as well. So a lot of them are kind of picked.
Does that fill up automatically then, the national pool?
I think so, but it's basically you just send your scouts out to. Oh, Dybala's... No, he's not.
Oh, no!
Past your defence.
Key man goalkeeper stubbed his finger. I don't have a backup goalkeeper.
Yes, someone else has succumbed to the same problem.
Oh, this is potentially a problem. I've got a greyed out goalkeeper that I can bring on. Although his condition's still 91%, so he's not stubbed it that badly.
I'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Oh, see where Luke Shaw was there? He was playing centre forward.
He's going wild.
I keep getting told by my genius of an assistant manager that I'm being overrun in midfield, and I'm looking at your tactic thinking, well, I'm playing 4 central midfielders. You've not got any. How are you overrunning me? What's happening here?
And you're controlling the game. Well, I think you've probably... Well, I'm probably playing into your hands quite a lot with playing such a formation.
Please continue. Oh no,
Morata.
You're in.
Oh, you useless donkey.
Yeah, that was...
But he doesn't do that in the... Against me,
well,
just smash it. He's 6.3. Have an absolute mare.
Perhaps you need to boost his confidence. Give him a pat on the head.
Yeah, I think I balls up the team talk. To be honest, I think that's the key thing. Perez is in.
Oh no! Oh, I just get terrified whenever I see Dybala anywhere near anything ever, because I'm just used to him always scoring. Oh, he's gonna stub his finger even more if you keep kicking the ball at him like that.
Have the team talks now been nullified?
It looks that way, doesn't it?
Can we? Oh. I thought it was like 15 minutes. Like if you do a good one, you get a 15-minute boost.
Is that so?
I think that's the generally accepted view.
So touchline team talks every 15 minutes is the way forward?
I don't use those myself. But
I've never used one.
Like at the start of the match and at half-time, generally there's like a 15-minute sort of effectiveness window, because you'll do a really good team talk and you're playing like against a really difficult side to break down. You'll be playing well for 15 minutes and all of a sudden it goes to shit and they score 4. So,
well, I should probably try and do a proper team talk then. Right, let's be passionate with you. Yeah, go on. I believe you've got what it takes. Oh, he's happy. Happy's not good. I don't want him going out there happy.
I'm going for the assertive. I'm far from pleased. This is just gonna piss them all off, I think.
I don't dare do a team talk. I always ruin them. I'll let Joe Harrop do it. My superstar assistant manager. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking it might be time for some substitutions. I'm wondering who when does George Boyd enter the fray? He's got his eye on the Fabregas position. So that might be a substitution I have to make at some point.
Well, I've annoyed the majority of my midfield, so
good.
This is your game to win now.
Well,
Morata, yeah. Okay, so apparently
I'm picking up yellow cards. This is worrying.
As long as you give them back, it's fine.
Oh no!
Dybala.
No! Oh,
this is weird. I've had a clear-cut chance and I've cocked it up. This is not what I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a change about.
Oh no! Don't! Oh, that's a really slow goal kick. I've never seen the ball take so long in the air as that goal kick just did. What is it with the left back playing number 5 as well in these drafts? Football Manager pet peeves. It's been doing this for 20 years. Why can't it just give me a back 4 with proper numbers and a striker who doesn't wear the number 11? It makes me so angry, and I don't. There used to be a way to change it, and I don't see that there is anymore. Left back number 5 makes me very angry. Oh.
I'm not even watching what's going on now. I'll be honest.
Well,
I'm faffing.
Faffing's good.
I said faffing, by the way, not anything else.
You nearly scored. So, Bellerin's going to score here though. He's beating a man on the edge of the area.
Don't hurt him.
Oh, Etu. He might be the man who comes off for George Boyd. I think he's past it. Shouldn't have signed an old man. What was I thinking? Who else could I have had for Etu money? How much did I spend on him? Right, Jack Butland is just sort of looking at the ball for a goal kick, deciding whether or not he's going to kick it.
Good one, Jack Butland.
Yeah, I think, to be fair, that was time wasting because he knew you were faffing. And frankly, I don't approve of it. Right, Fabregas is putting Mourinho through here. Although...
I think I've worked out why they don't care, because my manager is awful. my other people may have set their manager up properly, but mine's got like Sunday League experience, like no points.
Nice. See, I just left mine as the standards.
I should. I need to correct that and see if there's an actual pattern to that. Well, it's not fair.
Right.
I didn't realise you had Berahino.
Yeah, I've got all the superstars. Right, let's have a bit of George Boyd. No, not for him. No, wrong substitution completely. Right, I'm going to do this. Yeah, you're in for it now. You won't know what's hit you.
Uh-oh.
To be fair, I don't know what's going on either. So, right, I'm doing this. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Berahino was in there.
I'm trying to convince myself more than anything that I've got a plan.
You keep on going.
Yeah. Right, I think I'm doing this. And I mean, bearing in mind... Oh, why have I pressed pause? I didn't mean to do that. Bearing in mind, I've had a lot of the ball so far. I shouldn't really have fiddled the way I have, but I've had a fiddle just to bring on two of my posh heroes. So I've got both George Boyd and Lee Tomlin on.
Lee Tomlin used to play for Rushden Diamonds.
He did.
I used to live about... 3.43 miles away from there.
About 3.43 miles. Yeah, just
I
roughly.
Can't quite remember the exacts.
How many steps was it? Oh, that would have been
probably. Well, I don't know how many steps are in a mile, but who knows?
Well, I know from Fitbit that it's like, I don't know, 2,000-ish. So we could go to your old house, walk to the Rushden ground. Oh no!
Oh, I celebrated prematurely. At least it was only celebrating.
Right. Are we really going to have a boring 0-0 in a draft? That's
what
hideous.
happens if it gets to boring 0-0? What happens?
I assume it just ends and we declare me the winner because alphabetical order. Probably is the way you do it. I think that's the unofficial rules. I think.
Although.
I like the way my fullbacks are constantly in your 6-yard box.
They do basically live there. They're not even paying rent.
Yeah. Right. Who else have I got on the bench? Who could I bring on to? I've got nothing. I literally have nothing on my bench.
I feel like I've underused Paul Pogba.
That's fine. Underusing. Is Heskey on yet? By the way.
No, he's not.
I was looking forward to seeing a bit of Emil Heskey.
I'm afraid he's not going to enter the fray whatsoever.
Can I have him then? Send him over to my bench. Can we do mid-game trades? I'll give you my greyed out.
Sounds
goalkeeper.
Like something the Americans would do.
Oh, Dyer's got a yellow card now as well. When did that happen? Do I need to bring on Effie Ambrose just to be on the safe? There you go. Tomlin's in. He remembers you from being just down the road from his old stomping ground.
Oh shit!
Yes, there you go. That's the ex-Posh connection as the front three. I think they probably all played for Posh at the same time as well. Tomlin, Boyd, and Mourinho. or however you say his name these days.
When
he was playing for Posh, it used to be Barinho. They've changed that. He's changed his name.
Or he?
Well, I don't know. I assume when you're
commentators,
when you're at a little club like Posh and the pre-match announcer.
This is lovely though. Oh, piss off!
When the pre-match announcer says your name wrong, you probably correct him, and he played 10 games for us and never did. So I'd like to think he was like, oh, are we in again? Oh.
Set pieces we're not dealing well with.
Right, I should probably change up my tactic because my fullbacks are still all over you.
Bombing.
We don't really need that at this point. It might be time for Philip Mexes to enter the fray. Actually, no, I'll just drop Emery, what's-his-face, Chan back. He can do that. He can play everywhere. That's why I picked him. There you go. We'll do this. And we'll do this. And we'll do this.
Oh, shit.
Oh, crumbs. Oh, we're limited to subs. I assume we were on pre-season friendly rules.
Yeah, this is what I thought when I first did a draft and then realised shortly afterwards that is not the case. Not the one.
Go on, let's have another goal. Let's rub your nose in it now. Oh, see you. No, not him. Oh, there you go. Dropped my extra centre back in. There you go. He's there covering.
Oh my word, you have gone very defensive.
Yeah, I have because I'm scared. Oh no! For goodness sake, what just happened? That was hideous. That was
a goal.
That was just uncalled for.
Well, I've never seen that happen before.
And it was always going to be him. It was always going to be him.
Well, his rating has gone from 6.5 to 8.3 just for that ridiculous strike.
Oh, we've got extra time. I wasn't anticipating this. Right, now do I bring on some fresh legs? I think I do. But I don't. Do I dare take off Cesc Fabregas and bring on a Championship winger? Just to see, I think I'm going to.
You can't. Have you only made 2 subs?
Yeah, I'm bringing him on.
Oh, damn it! I should not have spent all mine.
There we go. I don't know. I mean, that might be really stupid what I'm doing here, but you know, we'll go for it. We're coming at you now. We need to play with some whip.
Oh dear. Also, have you dropped back to? You are playing very wide. I can see that instantly. This is going to destroy me because I play relatively narrow.
Well, see, I'd like to think tactical, but what it actually is I didn't have any central players on the bench. So the only player I knew who was on the bench was a winger. So
see, I played this formation and I picked the players full knowing that I was going to be playing this way. So.
See, that's far too much planning. I just picked the players I knew. And then found,
Can we? Oh,
no, you can't. There you go.
See, I should have picked quicker fullbacks.
Oh, right. Come on, let's get this away here. I mean, my problem I've got now is I'm basically playing a average Championship midfield.
Oh, Boyd's hit the bar.
He has. Oh, that would. I don't know if I'd have been able to stayed composed.
Till you off the ceiling.
Yeah. That would have been
composed like I was when Dybala's goal went in.
I'd have probably run off camera, fetched my signed photograph of him, and just kissed
it over it.
Yeah, well, not quite
laminated
where I was going.
Then,
yeah. Just give it a little. I was thinking just a little kiss on the cheek, but
that's cheeky.
Lower the tone, I don't. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought that was funnier than it
was. You monster. Right, my players are all exhausted apart from.
They're about dead.
So luckily, the only ones who've got energy are the ones who weren't as good as everyone else to begin with. So it means my whole team is at roughly a level, which is quite good. That was a poor pass, and it left Luke Shaw out of position.
There you
go. Good job, Luke Shaw was out of position. It allowed him to come back and make the covering tackle. It was all tactical all the way through.
I can't help but see that there's a lot of errors in both teams' games now, and as they're all tired.
Right, go on.
Pitstop, does he ever get there?
That's got to be a penalty. That must have been. There's no other explanation for my 5'4" winger not beating your defender to the ball there. He must have fouled him. Right, go on. Oh, why is there so much space there?
Can he do anything? What are you doing?
Right, break on with Tomlin. Superstar Lee Tomlin, who we're all big fans of around here. There you go. Oh, look. See, he's not out of place in the company he was keeping there. He's holding his own against your midfield.
We're half-time. Well, I presume we'll go to penalties.
I guess so. I'm making another tactical change though. No substitutions, just a little tweak here and there.
I've stayed true. I've added an odd shout or two, but that's it. You've had 3 clear-cut chances. That just shows how shoddy I've been, or how overload you went.
Right, I'm nearly done. I'm really going for it now.
Oh dear.
With something that.
Have you gone from a split mentality 5-5?
That's an idea. Why don't I do that?
I don't know why no one's tried it before. I presume there's a reason for it, and it will never work. It's like very old school. Like 5-5 is like, because that's how the WM used to be. We're getting all very
let's simulate tactical. A WM. I think you should try that now for the next 10 minutes. Try a WM, and we'll see how it works out. I kind of am,
in a way. Taking advantage of those.
There you go. Delanley's in. Jan-Erik Delaney, square that ball. What are you doing? That's why I sold you. Oh, I can't believe I've given that man a second chance in my life. He burned me once, and he's just burned me again. That was horrific.
Januzaj has been disappointing. That's all I have to say on that.
Well, what number's he on your little? Is he number 17? Is that him?
I couldn't tell you what number he is.
I'm looking at him. I think I can see him on your tactics. Whew. Right, final 8 minutes. Are we? There
we go. Sorry,
You were cheating. You were doing tactics. Right, Delaney's in. Oh, Tomlin over the bar now. I've had 26 shots. How is it only 1-1? I've had 4 clear-cut chances. You're going to mug me on penalties here, aren't you?
I don't know.
With your last-minute fluke.
All the players are absolutely dead.
Yeah.
Absolutely dead.
Well, they weren't particularly fit before the game started.
I can't help but think picking Morata's actually done me over here.
Right, come on, Berahino. I'll say your name the way you'd want it now. Your showbiz.
Now your showbiz.
Yeah, right.
Now you're not good enough for West Brom.
Yeah, exactly. That was a fingertip save. Right, go on. Last minute. Let's just nick a winner. Oh, have we got another corner? Right, last 20 seconds. We've changed. Oh no, we haven't. It's still Tomlin taking the corners. Dyer is in. Dyer is in again. Oh,
what a save!
I mean, that's 5 clear-cut chances now.
Worth his weight in gold.
5 clear-cut chances. When we lose this on penalties, I'm writing a letter to Sports Interactive about this.
And then you'll just get a response saying, "It's your tactics, mate." Well, mate spelled M8.
It's not, because my tactics were fine. It's your overpowered goalkeeper.
My word.
Right, penalties it is, I think.
30 shots.
It is ridiculous. Right, I'm switching to 3D for the penalties because I want a bit of 3D camera. Right, I've got Boyd and Tomlin taking penalties. Be afraid.
It's just offensive.
Right, I cannot believe I've had 30 shots, 5 clear-cut chances, and it's come to this.
What's the good camera for?
I've gone close. I've gone close, but yeah, I guess any behind the goal would work too. But close seems to be quite close, which is why I'm using it.
Magical.
Right, how's my heart rate doing on this? I mean, this is stressing me out. I'm 88 beats per minute at the moment because of this. Right, who's
the one in red? That's your goalkeeper.
Right,
Berahino puts it away.
There we go. Right,
Cerner.
Let's have a save. Who have I got in goal? Oh yes, Mr. Football Manager Legend. I remember. It's before the match. He was my key player. Lee Tomlin. Do not let me down, Tomlin. Yeah. You monster! Just because you used to be his housemate. That was roughly what you said. Oh! Yes! Oh. There we go. Right, it's George Boyd now. If he fails me, I'm burning my signed photograph. Oh. He doesn't fail me. He's not got it in him.
That's not George Boyd's hair, though, is it? Let's be honest.
Well, no, I've got a lock of that in my key ring.
What a save.
Right.
Oh, that's another one I've missed. Oh, dear.
There we go. We've got it now. Don't know who this lad is, but...
Oh, Wanga.
That's why he missed.
Oh, dear.
Right. They're too tired to even take penalties.
Paul Pogba.
Right.
White.
Are we getting down to goalkeepers here? I think that's what's going to happen. Go on. Look at your keeper. He's cheating. Short sleeved shirt as well. No need for that.
Fancy Dan.
Yeah. There you go. Proper goalkeeper's shirt, which is why he makes the save.
Oh.
And there we have it. I keep my run in this series alive.
Wow.
Kev 2, YouTube 0. That's what's happening here.
Well, that's just disappointing. My players didn't actually play that badly. Well, some didn't play that badly.
Hector Bellerin ran 13 miles in that match.
My word.
That's and he's still over 50% conditioning. The man is a machine, which is why he picked up man of the match. So we shall wrap things up there. We are going to play another game on Matt's channel as well. So if you've enjoyed what we've done today, after you finish popping a like on there, head down into the channel description where you'll see a link to the version of this that we do over there on One True Nerd. So do that. Subscribe to this channel as well. Then subscribe to his channel. I mean, yeah, I'm asking you to press a lot of buttons. I'll perhaps write it down in the description step by step. So just like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments when you're done. I think that's reasonable.
I think that's very reasonable.
Thanks very much for coming on, Matt, and thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much for having me, Kev.